Hey everybody, it's me, Sean, your space captain, and we are back for some more Interstellar Transport Company. Between episodes, I went through and I renamed all of our ships to where it's a little easier to keep track of what each of them are carrying. There was a couple that I didn't rename because we are going to do something different with these guys. So I've got everybody set up. Those are our two passenger. We have three passenger ships going back and forth between Earth and Luna. And I have changed that to where now we're only going to have two passenger ships going back and forth between the two planets. Or, you know what I mean, between there, or one passenger ship going back and forth. And those other two, I'm going to reassign to go over here to Europa. But before we can do that, Europa is going to need a spaceport. So, I don't want to wait for the government to do it. There's people that want to go to Europa today, and I want to get ahead of the curve on that. So we're going to upgrade the spaceport ourselves. It's going to cost us $35,000, but we have a ton of cash, so I don't really care about that. Hey, but look at that. I can't land. Where's my landing bay? Well, you can't do that on the very first one. You got to actually do two upgrades, so we're going to upgrade this next one for $45,000. And there we go. Now we can build a gate. Boom. We've got ourselves a gate. Can we do that? Well, you know what? We want to have a maintenance hangar here because that is a long ways for our ships to go without maintenance. And I'm going to put a local office here as well because I want to upgrade. Look at that. We're already down to 50% reputation. You'd think they would be happy that we spent all that money. Look at that. We just spent $300,000 to set up Europa to receive people. And they're unhappy with us. I guess the locals, they do not, they must be from Portland because they do not want more people moving into their town. But we're going to move them in there anyway. So this one is stopped and it's sitting. It's got nothing waiting inside there. And currently it's set to go from Earth to Luna. We are going to change that. And now it's going to go from Earth to Europa. And we're going to start it back up. And I've actually never done that before. So let's see if it will do that properly. So right now it's going from Luna to Earth, and what it should do is go back to Earth and then head towards Luna from there, or towards Europa from there. And I'm going to go ahead and change the name of it. We're going to call it P Earth Europa. There we go. Great. And it's loading, unloading. And there we go. Earth to Luna. Maybe let's let it do one more transit. Oh, you know why? Because I forgot to save the change. So let's wait until it heads back to Earth. Any moment now. I guess I could speed it up a little bit. There we go. It's loading and unloading. So now it's going Luna to Earth. We're going to save that change. So now when it gets to Earth, it should load up passengers and it should take them to Europa. Hopefully. Loading, unloading. And anytime now. Earth to Europa. Great. Okay, so we've got our first passengers going to Europa. Let's get this other ship. So this ship is actually on Earth. So we're going to change this one to Earth Europa. Great. We're going to save that. And this will be passenger Earth Europa. Save that. And then we're going to leave this guy on hold until... No, wait. Okay, yeah. We're going to leave this guy on hold until the other ship gets a little closer. It's going to take a long time for this one to get there. But you can see it is heading this way because it's going to catch Europa as the orbit brings it around. So that's pretty interesting. Now, let's... while I was looking... So we can look at our ships here and we can see... Like this passenger Earth to Luna one was losing money, but that's because we had too many Earth to Luna passenger ships. Or no, this is a raw material. A is raw material, Earth to Luna. And, does not seem to be bringing any raw materials back. Now that's weird. Luna, is not providing any raw materials. So, I'm actually just going to go ahead and sell that ship. Boom. We don't need to have any losing ships. And I bet you I have another one. So this one has been going for quite a while. And I probably have a third one down here. Or maybe not. Alright, so do I just have the... Nope, there's another one. Raw materials there. And raw materials there. Well, I don't need to have both of them. This one's at 12% disrepair. That one's at 0.82% disrepair. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell that one as well. So I want to keep one going back and forth. I don't need 3 anymore. Let's take a look at the supply and demand. So still plenty of demand for food, water, and consumer goods here on Luna. And if we go back and look at Earth, Earth still has plenty of supply of food, water, and consumer goods there. So now consumer goods are a little tricky, but I am going to set up a route for consumer goods as well, and it's going to go from Earth to Luna. So what happens, you may have noticed in the bays that the bays will hold both food and consumer goods, and what's happening is that the ship that we have going right now will just fill up with food. So I'm going to set up a Earth Luna goods route, and what this will do is it will not pick up food. So I'm going to say pick up none for food on Earth, and that way it'll jump and pick up consumer goods instead. So that is ready to go. Great. We're going to close out of there. I'm going to buy a new ship, and it's going to be one of these guys, and we're going to load it up with this, and we're going to set it to the Earth Luna goods route. We're going to launch immediately, and we are going to order a ship. Great. And I'm going to order another one, so we can have 2 of those going back and forth. Now let's come down here, ship 35. That's going to be goods, Earth Luna, and this one is also going to be goods, Earth Luna. Great. Our Earth Mars, there's our Earth Europa ship. Still got a ways to go, so I don't quite want to launch our other one yet. How is Mars doing? Mars, the demand is up for food and water, and also some consumer goods as well. They have some raw materials. But Earth, water, and machinery, very much in demand here on Mars. I'm going to go ahead and open another gate. Now, if I remember correctly, we do have... good, we have food, water, and machinery going from Earth to Mars. And it looks like they're on their way back. So I want to wait a little bit before launching a second series of those. That way we can... oh, look at that. We are using up all of our gates here on Earth. So we want to buy some more, I think. A lot of Earth-Mars passengers waiting. A few Earth-Europa passengers waiting. Alright. Our Europa ship still got a long ways to go. Food Earth-Mars right there. Passengers. Passengers. So I'm going to want to start another passenger ship as well, maybe after this one leaves. There's water. I'm going to speed this up. Actually, I can speed it up all the way. Why not? But if you are a regular viewer to my channel, you should be shocked because I never put anything on high speed. Alright, so I want to get another... Shit, I meant to get another food. Oh well. Alright, food Earth Mars. Duplicate. Water Earth Mars. Duplicate. And let's give it a little time before I duplicate the machinery Earth Mars ship. And you can see we're still making lots and lots of money. Alright, machinery Earth Mars, we're going to duplicate that one. Machinery Earth Mars, duplicate. Great. And we still want to wait a little while before we do the passenger one. Let's go ahead and rename these ships up. So this one is Food Earth Mars. This one will be Water Earth Mars. And finally, Machinery. Machinery Earth Mars. Great. Save. Food. Water. Machinery will be following behind. Eventually, like they're not stacked on top of each other, are they? No, okay. And there's our passenger one. There's our other passenger one. So those two are pretty well synchronized. So I'm going to want to go ahead, maybe about right now. Let's duplicate the passenger Earth-Mars one. There we go. Try clicking on that. There we go. And rename it. Passenger Earth-Mars. Save. Beautiful. Alright, we'll have ourselves another passenger ship going back and forth. Let's take a look at so our routes. So our Earth-Luna supply is doing great. That's made a ton of money. Earth-Mars supply, not doing so great, but it's early yet. And we had to buy the ships for it, you know, so that's why it's showing a loss right now. I think that'll make up for it. Earth-Luna goods, same thing. We had to buy those ships for the goods route. How are those ships doing? They should be making a profit already. Ah, how's our Europa ship? Where are you at? Oh, it's just about to get there, so let's launch this other one. Start. Good. Oof, almost forgot about that. But pretty well synchronized. Probably want to duplicate those ships as well here in a few minutes. So let's take a look at our ships in general. So those goods, Earth-Luna, okay, so they are making some money. Loading up and running full to get up there. How are we doing on supplies? Here on Earth, we've got quite a few consumer goods. Big demand for raw materials and raw resources. So raw materials are turned into consumer goods. Rare resources are turned into machinery. Not a whole lot of machinery here, unfortunately. We need more rare resources. But the moon is running out of rare resources too. Look at that. We have a surplus of food here on the moon. So I am going to take advantage of that knowledge to... Actually, I'm going to take one of my food Earth-Luna ships and I'm going to stop and I'm going to rebrand it as Food Earth Europa. We're going to save that. I said save that. There we go. And we are going to change the route here to Earth Europa. Save it. And now we can go ahead and launch that as well. Now, I'm not sure how much food Europa needs, but we're going to start sending some there. They will need more as passengers continue going there. That one's still quite a ways away, so it's not zooming back to Earth anytime soon. You can see the red guys have finally started sending some of their ships. Let's see, how are we doing? We are crushing it on operation profits. But look at that, yellow somehow is keeping up with us on income, which is a little frustrating. But our company net worth is very high. So let's... Okay, so Luna's pretty good on food. They have some demand still, so that's great. They still have a high demand for machinery. Earth, of course, Earth is slowly starting to actually run out of food, which is, well, not really, 2,500. Still a lot of people going to Mars. Quite a few people going to Europa. Not so many people going to Luna. But that's good. So we're not overrunning, like we don't have too many ships going back and forth between those two ports. Mars, good, not too much demand, so that means we're probably meeting their demand fairly well. They are not producing rare resources. I don't think they have the ability to produce rare resources. Nope, zero ability there. And slowly but surely these Earth Europa ships are moving passengers. Let's get a little further along. I think I'm going to start another one here on that. So we go to ships. We go to passenger. Oh, they must be up here at the top because they're old ones. Passenger Earth Europa. And we're going to order a duplicate right there. And it'll get launched here soon. And then we'll wait until there's another little gap, and then we will launch basically once this one gets about halfway back. That way we'll have 4 of them kind of spread out fairly evenly. In a few years, there will be a faster ship released, and we will use that to get high-speed transport between Earth and Europa. And actually, we'll pretty much replace all of our passenger ships with that faster one. So famine on Europa. Famine is creating many refugees. Europa's population got hit pretty bad. Nope, wrong one. Let's see if I can click on Europa. There we go. Doesn't really seem to actually have... Oh wait, no, you can see there's 4,000 refugees waiting on the planet. Now, refugees, for some reason, are transported in the same thing as the food, which is weird, but I don't know why. Sometimes that tooltip does not pop up. But if you take my word for it, that thing that you can't see right there is where refugees go. So we will be able to transport refugees back when we start bringing back when we start delivering food and bringing back refugees. I'm going to go ahead and set up a water hauling ship, and as a matter of fact, I am going to get one of these big high-end ships here, and we're going to use that to haul water between Europa and, or well, water to Europa. And now, I know I'm all over the place here. Does Europa supply raw materials and rare resources? So I might actually set up some raw materials in this one so it doesn't come back completely empty. Do it like that. Oh, now that's the refugees. No, that's crystals. That's dilithium crystals. Okay. This one is going Earth Europa. Starts at Earth. Launch immediately. Boom. Order ship. Close that down. I say close that down. There we go. Let's back out of here. And we are going to call this Water Earth Europa. We're going to save that. Ah, subsidiary of machinery delivered to Europa. Well, unfortunately, machinery is really hard to come by. Ah, there's one of our ships that are needing... Well, it was needing repair. It must have gotten repaired. This is a passenger ship from Earth to Europa that I forgot to name. Let's get that named up. Come on now. There we go. Passenger Earth Europa. No bracket needed. Save. Good. And I think I need to duplicate that Earth Europa passenger ship. Is that the right one? That is. Great. Order duplicate. And that is also passenger Earth Europa. Save. Alright. Okay, so now we've got a steady stream of ships going back and forth to Europa. Very slowly. And definitely a steady stream going back and forth between Earth and Mars. Even the yellow company's getting in on that action, trying to undercut us. But look at that, they have plenty of demand for water and food and other things. Enough so that I think I'm going to go ahead and do duplicates of our. Well, let's see if we need to retire any of these Earth Luna ships, because it's always nice to repurpose those. But looks like food and water are staying nice and steady. We've got too many consumer goods. So let's take our good Earth Luna ship. It's on Earth. We're going to stop it. We're going to switch it to... Oh, that was doing the wrong thing anyways. Nope. Let's cancel, because we need to set up a new route. And it's going to be Earth. And it's going to be Mars. And it's going to be Earth, Mars, goods. There we go. And I really need to fix this. There we go. Consistency is important. All right, Earth, Mars, good. So Earth, it's going to pick up none. That's all I really needed to change. and then it can bring back whatever it wants from there. I'm going to close that down, and we're going to go to ships. We're going to look at this Earth Luna goods ship, and we're going to change it to, excuse me, Earth Mars goods. Save, start, good to go. Food, Earth Mars, duplicate. Water, Earth Mars, duplicate. And machinery, I just can't, because we just aren't producing enough machinery. So look at that, we have way more money than we had before. Still staying way ahead in operating profits. Way up on income, good, I like to see that. And company value crushing Virgin Space Lines. Much as they might try to compete with us, they cannot. Water subsidy delivery to Mars, that's going to be great, because we just launched a few more water ships heading that away. So I like to see that. Give it a little time, and we will do that again. How are we doing on lots and lots of passengers going to Mars, a few passengers going to Europa. Alright, so we could use some new passenger ships going to Mars. There we go, passenger Earth Mars. Let's just order another one of those. And wait. We're up to $5 million, so we could be starting to colonize our own planets. So like Venus, for example. Venus would be an interesting one to colonize because it has a really high availability of rare resources. It does cost $350,000 to colonize it though, and we would have to spend another couple $100,000 developing the spaceport. Well, you know, we do have $5 million. We've got that new ship. I want to get another one of those going here. That's the Earth Mars passengers, right? There we go. Let's order another duplicate on that one. You know what? Why not? Let's subsidize colony. We're going to accept that. We're going to upgrade the spaceport. Accept that. We're going to upgrade the spaceport again. We're going to buy up that gate. Can I guess maybe I can't do the little thingies. Buy a office and whatnot. Well, maybe I need more development level or something like that to be able to do those things. But we'll start ferrying some passengers over here to Venus. I bet you there's already people wanting to go there from Earth. Somewhere in here. Maybe? There we go, Earth Venus. So people already want to go from Earth to Venus. So I will set up some of those ships and set up that route and all of that. But I will do that in between episodes because we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Look at all this money. We're so rich. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Click that like button. I always want to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section. Are you enjoying this? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have suggestions? I hope you are. I hope you do. And I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!